Very well, ladies and gentlemen, fantastic week, and kudos to every single one of the top four fans who are watching this episode. If you are, by the way, if you're just an Arsenal fan watching this episode, well, you might be in luck because tonight we're going to talk about some really awesome news regarding Gabriel Martinelli. Some good news in terms of course, I think right now there have been lots of fans who still want to see the Premier League go on even if it is played behind closed doors. I don't know if you guys want to see the Premier League to go on, or they were talking about taking a break for some weeks or something like that. But let me know what you guys think about it. I for once would want to report that there's an update about that, so we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it right now. So with according to Henry Winter, he says that with Premier League clubs determined to play on over the festive period played behind closed doors is looking increasingly likely, while a decision could be taken out of the club's hands by the government. Players and staffs are now tested every day using lateral flow tests at Premier League clubs. In addition, they are tested one day before a match, but these results are only returned on the morning of a game. So this is the precautions that Premier League is taking. Trust me, guys, Premier League, they're spending a lot of money for protection and security. They're doing a lot from their pockets. So they will not want to suspend this or postpone this at all. At all. So also the Mail say that Premier League clubs have rejected the idea of postponing Christmas matches despite clubs struggling to fulfill their fixtures because of the whole situation. Sports Mail understands that the desire is to carry on and try and battle through without an enforced break. So it's pretty much clear they're not going to stop. The fact that Chelsea asked for 6 people are out, they wanted to get this match postponed. Now, until and unless your whole 11 is out, they're not going to do that. So this is a different challenge. I think FIFA 23 should definitely have a COVID mode wherein the unpredictability is really high in that kind of version where you got to play match behind closed doors and what lot. I mean, just for the fun, it should be. Also, Sky Sports Power Rankings, according to the player form, number 1 on the list is Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal, 9,289 points. Second is João Cancelo. Third is Riyad Mahrez. Fourth is Conor Gallagher, who's doing fantastic job in Crystal Palace. And Kevin De Bruyne is 5th for Manchester City. Also, Benjamin White on Gabriel Martinelli's good form. He says, I see him every day, so it's not really a surprise to me. He's a very talented player. That's what we are all starting to see. We knew that, didn't we? Also, according to Harvey Downs, Arsenal will spend Christmas Day in the top 4 of the Premier League for the first time since 2016. Also, Gabriel Martinelli is the first player to score 2 plus goals and create 5 plus chances for Arsenal in a single Premier League game since Alexis Sanchez did that to West Ham in December 2016, where he scored 3 goals and 5 chances were created in that game. Unflippin' believable. I've seen comments, I've asked people of all the Arsenal fans on my channel that who does he remind you of? R9, someone said R9, I believe. From Arsenal's point of view, definitely Alexis Sanchez. Moving on, Willian has opened up about his time at Arsenal. He says, I was unhappy, that's why I didn't perform. I don't want to go into the details, but I wasn't happy. When I arrived, I was happy from the beginning, I was motivated, I wanted to do well. But after 3 months, I said to my agent, please, I want to go. It was big money that I gave up, but money is not the most important thing in life. I think you need to be happy, to get pleasure every day. Waking up in the morning thinking, let's go to training, I wasn't having that feeling. I just want to say respect, massive respect to Willian, who actually, paid attention to his happiness rather than paying attention to the pay package. Fantastic. Moving on, Ben White on Martinelli's form. He says, I just said that, sorry. I forgot it. According to James Ollie, with the club continuing to wholeheartedly trust in Mikel Arteta, Technical Director Edu and Chief Executive Vinay Venkatesham were both unambiguous in their support of Aubameyang being stripped off the captaincy. We know it was a very big decision, and of course it involves everyone, so wasn't a hasty decision. Kevin Campbell says Aaron Ramsdale can be captain, but goalkeepers are crazy. They're all mad. And he's another one. He's crazy. He's a great goalkeeper, but he's mad. He loves when the opposition fans are giving him stick. Yeah, he's that crazy. And I love him for that. Fantastic news, isn't it? Let's move on. Let's talk about a big update on Dusan Vlahovic. it's a never-ending saga, and IG is a never-ending a-hole who just is going to tell you again and again about Vlahovic. So, via Sky Sport, Fiorentina is talking with Arsenal on Dusan Vlahovic, but the player at the moment is not interested. However, a deal with Juventus is very complicated. In addition to the high price for the player, his agent is also requesting commission. There's only one way to get him: pay a lot. A lot. Not only the transfer fees, but a lot of money up front to his agent as well to get it done. And as well as you do it, put some money in his father's mouth also, so that he shuts up and starts singing all the songs of Arsenal, all the chants of Arsenal. So it's all about the money that will speak. I think Vlahovic is only about Champions League. And I'm pretty much sure if I was Vlahovic, I'd be seeing Erling Haaland and I'll be like, you know what? If I was Vlahovic, I'd say that Fiorentina, I'm bringing Fiorentina into European spots. I definitely am the scoring outlet for the team. I don't give a damn about Fiorentina if they're going back to what, being mid-table or getting relegated. But I'm seeing Erling Haaland, I'm seeing Mbappe, and I've got some unbelievable numbers. Why isn't Bayern coming for me? Because I'm definitely replicating what Lewandowski is doing after so many years. I must be a very good striker. I definitely at least need to go to a club that plays Champions League football. That's the reason why Vlahovic is thinking a lot about coming to Arsenal. Moving on, and another suggestion from my end. Well, Alexander Isak has made it a habit to cut in from the left-hand side, beat his player who's marking him, and score a curler from his right boot. He's done that from various different angles, some really impossible angles. He did that this week as well. So Arsenal should definitely keep an eye. They definitely have an eye on Alexander Isak. But my views on Alexander Isak is that the fact that he signed a new contract really sets his move to Premier League really far apart. I don't know for another season. I don't think so. He's going to, get into the Premier League. I don't know. His club will definitely demand a big chunk of money. Let's move on with that. Again. So, according to Ekrem Konur, who previously said that Mikel Arteta is closely following Jonathan David's performances closely. This was a report from October 7th, a very old report. So, at the request of David Moyes, West Ham have begun negotiations with one of the Arsenal targets of Lille team, Jonathan David. Reported by Ekrem Konur. So, yeah, that is that. Moving on, so William Saliba has been named in Ligue 1 Best 11. You can see him alongside a very fantastic company, Aguerd and Kimpembe. You can see Fofana, Payet, Mbappe, Hakimi, Favre, Gaye and Kamara. That's a fantastic bit of a, it's a very good company that he's on with. Moving on, so you saw Granit Xhaka not being sent off for that tackle. The Leeds United game. So, Dermot Gallagher says the VR looked at Xhaka's challenge to see whether it was a red card and decided it wasn't. I don't think it's a red card. I think it's a yellow. But the problem there is VAR can't recommend a yellow card. He can recommend a red card or nothing. There's no intermediary. Cool. Fantastic. And also, Willian has revealed that when he joined Arsenal, he was happy and motivated. But after 3 months, he had already contacted his agent knowing he wanted to leave the club. I already informed you, but there's another reason. He says fans played a part in his decision to leave. He cites social media as huge source of messages. So, lots of hate messages made sure that Willian won't stay. Well, Ian Wright has told Premier League Productions that Benjamin White showed inexperience for the tackle on Gelhardt. He says, it's a poor challenge. Stay on your feet there, Ben. You don't need that kind of pressure. Don't go to ground. Did he slip? I don't know. This is what I've said about the inexperience of a young team. A more experienced defender stays up. True. By the way, the draw of UWCL is on for the quarterfinals. Arsenal have drawn against Wolfsburg Femini women's team. So all the best. And the first leg will be played at home. So that's also good news, isn't it? Well, not that if you care about it, but if you do, well, let's talk about Arsenal's loan report. I've not said this for a long period of time. Just reported about Torreira had an assist and a goal. The 2-2 draw against Sassuolo. Guendouzi actually had a hat-trick of assists. 3 assists. Marseille won 4-1 against Cano Rocheville. Saliba was not there. Reece Nelson was brought in on the start. Played 45 minutes, I guess. Start of the second half was booked as Feyenoord lost 2-0 to Ajax. Hector Bellerin lost, his Real Betis lost 3-2 to Athletic Bilbao. He played the full game. Harry Clark played 90 minutes as Ross County drew 1-1 with Livingston. Ranassan returned from injury and played the whole game as OH Leuven won 2-1 against Standard Liège. Jordi Osei 2-2 started Nottingham Forest 2-1 win against Hull City as a left wing back but had to go off after 40 minutes due to an injury. Sad part. Nicolas Mola was brought on in the 54th minute as Victoria Cologne were beaten by 4-1 by Victoria Berlin. Konstantinos Mavropanos played the entirety of Stuttgart's 1-0 loss to Cologne. Tyrese John-Jules wasn't involved as Blackpool won 3-1 against Peterborough United. Dejan Iliev missed out through injury as Sered lost 1-0 to Spartak Trnava. Tom Smith's Welling United didn't play this weekend. So, others, I think actions due to the some players missed the action. Miguel Aziz, viral infection. Daniel Ballard, again, Ballard actually was injured. Dinzey, Matt Smith, all infected. So that's that because of the whole viral situation going around the world. These players did not perform. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Let me know what you guys, what is your update about Ishak? Do you think Arsenal should really go on and fight for Vlahovic? Let me know what you guys think about it. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.